Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Tonight I have created this lovely little box for a few wee lip balms that I had bought in a local shop, and I wanted to do them up nicely for Christmas. So they're cute wee penguins. Now I have stuck him into the box because I wanted to put this lovely frosted stuff around, but he hasn't actually stuck anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I did want him to stick, so I might use a sticky dot later. So anyway, he can sit in there, and I've decorated this all. It's just a wee pop-out box, like a pop-out box, simply. I haven't cut away any things. I've decorated it up with the snowflakes, and I made the box to look like a ridge of snow using my corrugated embossing folder. I've used pop-up petals for the top, and I actually meant to put a wee gem in there, I forgot, but we can do that later too. So I just want to show you basically how to make it. These are the cutest wee things. This one we're going to make in lovely lipstick and Whisper White this time, and they just pop open at the bottom, and it's just lip balm. It's really lovely, you know, so make a nice wee gift. So it's quick and simple, and a wee bit of white embossing and a bit of cutting and folding, nothing much. So that's it. I think it's really cute. So let's get to it. Start with your base, and you need a piece of Whisper White card measuring 5 5/8 by 5 5/8, and you're just going to do a quick bit of scoring. We're going to score each one at 1 7/8. So just score and turn 1 7/8 each time. Oops. And you need a piece for your top as well, and it is 5 7/8, but when you're doing your measurements, if you want a nice neat finish, just add 1/16 to each side when you're doing your 5 7/8 cut, and just score the same, 1 7/8. Just get all the scoring out at the one time. And that's it. So we'll go back to our bottom, and we really need to do a bit of scoring and cutting. We're going to cut first. We're going to cut off all these corners. Just simply follow from one corner to the next. Pretty easy stuff. So we'll do our folds. And if you get your ruler, we'll actually go to your embossing board again if you want. You can do it just by hand, or you can say, so go to your triangle, line it up so that you're getting it sort of an equal amount apart. Say it comes to 6 and 2 there, and it goes to 4 and 2 there, so you know 5 is going to be roughly in the middle. Just do a wee score and go around to the next triangle and do the same. Set it up at 2 less than 4 and 2 over 6, so that it's pretty centered, and just score that wee triangle. It just helps with the bend, makes it a wee bit easier. And do that the same on all those 4 triangles. Just try and line it up as best you can. And that gives you easier folding when you go to fold that in. It should just collapse in there for you. Just make sure that the outside does line up. You do want it nice and box-like. Oops. And give them a wee press on the inside. Now that shows you where you have your thing. So we'll want to do a bit of stamping and embossing now. I'm using lovely lipstick ink. And we're just going to use these lovely wee snowflakes that come in the Spirited Snowman here, and we'll need our wee stamping block, just the little one. So we just want to dab it in there. Ugh. See, when I'm using these big ones, I am really good at getting it all over the place, and I don't want to do that. We'll just stamp that off. A wee scrap just to make sure it's not making a mess. Nope, that's pretty dark, isn't it? Pretty dark. But we'll go ahead and look at what I've done. Do not do that. Ugh. So anyway, I can't change it now. I'll keep you waiting far too long if I did. So if you do that and turn your stamping round, get yourself a wee board for stamping on so that you can over stamp a bit. Luckily that'll be covered with that nice sparkly stuff. And just stamp 3 times on each of those. This is a very moist ink pad. It's telling me it needs used more, I think. Just turn it to get that wee bit of variety. Now for your wee corners you just need parts stamped, so that's why you need something underneath so you don't ruin your table. And just do them all right the way around. And that's it. You don't need to bother in the middle. But we need to use this for our white, so we want to clean it off. And of course my chamois at the other side of the room, so I'm just dabbing it. Right, so we can leave that for the second. That wee man, or wee penguin, will fit in there, and that'll all close up, and it'll be filled with the, in fact we'll just do it now. Get it out of the road. This is, I think I got this in a pound shop or B&M or somewhere. It was last year, the year before actually I got it, and I haven't used it all yet. If you want it small and make a mess of the people's houses, just do that. Put a wee drop in, just add a wee bit of sparkle like he's sitting in snow, and keep that out of the way. Oh, it's so messy, isn't it? Get these out of the way, it'll end up all inky. So we want to do our lid now, and we'll close this ink up. So for the lid, do your creases. And then we just need to do a bit of cutting. We just want to cut do each one. But you could have cut them off, you know. You don't really need it all. We'll just, whoops, chop it the way we did the last one. Kind of make a hexagon, and then do your cuts up. Just 4 wee cuts, and then you know we don't like these because they flap up out of it, so chop them off. And that should give you a nice wee box shape. But now we want to do the wee bit of stamping like we've done here. So we're going to stamp on those 4 areas there, but we're going to emboss them as well. So I didn't do this the last time, and I should have. Use your wee embossing buddy to get rid of anything staticky before you do your stamping. So get your Versa mark, don't look at mine's bogging, and ink your wee Stamp Up. And we're just going to stamp it around all 4 areas. Just turn, stamp, turn, stamp. Hard for you to see, but you'll see it in a minute when I sprinkle it with the, oops. Now, I have some in the wee pot here, and I have a little sheet of paper somewhere. No, we'll just use this. Right, so sprinkle it on and knock it back into your box. And you see it takes nicely, but don't be afraid to give it a wee tap. And don't put your fingers in it. Do that on all 4 sides till you're happy enough. Now, I always keep a wee paintbrush handy for any extras that is a bit stubborn and doesn't want to come off, and you don't want it ruining your any wee dots there, because once you heat it, it's going to take. That seems fair enough. We'll just throw that in the bin for some cock and stuff. So just when you use your embossing powder, keep it in a wee box. It's handy for you. Now we want to heat this up. As usual, warm your heater up first, your embossing tool, and then start to heat up. And you'll see it taking. Hopefully you'll see it taking. It goes really white. And just move on once you get to the white. That's it. So that's your box done. Now you need to shape it up, and as usual I'm using my wet glue. Just on those 4 wee flaps. And then start forming your box. Just roughly do it now, and we're going to pop it over the top of our box to get the perfect fit. Oops, should have had that tucked in, shouldn't I? So get your wee box over. Get all your bits in there. And then just go round and make sure you've got it all in nicely. Come on, behave yourselves. Now, that is it for the box. So, what I have done now, I have run a piece of the Wisp of White through the corrugated embossing folder. I love this folder. It is just a lovely folder. It gives you lovely ribs like this. It's really, really chunky, you know. So get this and just start cutting waves. Just go up and down like waves of snow. You'll be able to get a couple out of these. And then we just want to add this to our box all the way around the bottom. So start and leave yourself just a wee flap there, and with your either your tape runner or your turn tape, whichever you fancy doing yourself, run a bit along the edges. Right the way around. And then just get this started off there and line it up. And just bring it the whole way around so it's covering the base of your box nicely. Now, you come to the end, you want to cut off a wee bit that you can flap underneath here. Give it a good press. Now, it's not lining up the best there, so get your scissors and just trim that wee corner off so that it will line up. Press it in. Get some more on your and there you have it. Just be careful, it can rip on you. I recommend that you give it a wee squirt of water. I didn't, and it helps the fibres to stretch without doing any damage. I'm going to put a wee nip of this to hold that down for me. And get it all over me. So that's that taken. And now we want to decorate the top, and that simply is the pop of petals. This one here, and I have used this flower here because I think it's nice for layering up. So we'll just get this, and again with your pink, and a piece of white, whisper white. That looks like it's inked up. So just stamp it out twice. The first one will hopefully be able to punch out if I have got it in the right shape. Slide it in, line it up. This one I'm going to hand cut because I'm cutting away parts of it, so it just is as easy to do it that way. So just cut round, follow the inner line of that wee flower, so you're cutting those wee stripy bits out. And this just gives you a wee smaller flower to layer that up with. Oh, a bit overzealous with my scissors there. You take your time, I'm going like a mad woman. Trying to keep these videos short. We're all getting so busy now coming up to Christmas. You don't want to be sitting here for ages. Quick projects. Fill your wee stockings with these wee tiny gifts. Isn't it so much better pulling out a wee box and having to open it than just pulling out the lip balm? And I love to fill stockings with wee useful but pretty objects, especially for my wee daughter. My wee daughter, who's 26, by the way. But she still loves her stocking to be filled. Just get them a wee curl, get them a wee bit of shape. And dimensionals, where are you? Here. Put one in here. You might fit a big one there, just about. Oops, and just layer that one up so it's sort of in the center but a different angle, and then put another one on the bottom and attach it to your box. And there you have two pretty little boxes all ready to be popped into a stocking or just handed out or sold at craft fairs, wherever you want to go with them. I think they'd sell pretty well, and like I think I got 3 of those for £1.50. They're not dear, so 50p present turned into something. You could get a couple of pound for them. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope I was in camera and everything wasn't shaky or whatever. Trying my best here, but we're finally getting close. So that's me. All information will be on the link to my blog down below, and I'll have all the links to everything I used as well. So thanks for watching. Catch us all later. Bye.